Hey everybody. Hi guys. Sorry for the late start. Funny story actually. I ran upstairs to get my computer and got like my ankle like seized up with a cramp. So I had to work that out first before jumping on here. I obviously have not had enough water today. So we're going to chat for a little bit and hop into a sprint. And I'm going to go get a big old glass of water because we can't be having me cramp up on a weekend. Hello, Jackie. Yes, my birthday was amazing. What was it, Monday? Seems so long ago that I was talking to you guys. Yes, my birthday was on Monday. And I spent it with my parents. Matthew was working. So they had to go around and like pick up some stuff that they had to do with, being New Albertans and stuff. And so we ran some errands. We just spent some time together. We went out to lunch. It was a good day. So, and then I spent time with Matthew on Sunday because he had to work on my birthday. So he's gone now. He's in Eastern Canada in Moncton, New Brunswick, to visit his dad. So he took some vacation time and went out there. So I'm home alone, so we'll probably do some sprints over the weekend. I'm off work tomorrow. My account director is off, and I'm like, you know what? If you're off, I'm going to be off. So I booked tomorrow off just as like an impromptu kind of thing. So impromptu sprints tonight, no work tomorrow. I do have my laptop with me so I can check in on stuff and just make sure everything's flowing smoothly. But yeah, I'm planning on doing a whole lot of work on the library this weekend with Matthew gone and, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's really super hot here. It's like, 30 plus degrees, which is super hot for Canada. What's that like in the 90s, I think, for you guys? It was super hot yesterday. It was like 38 degrees or something in the sun. So yeah, that's the plan. Do some reading, watch some movies, work on the library. So let me know what you guys are getting up to this weekend and what you're planning on doing for sprints tonight. Happy Friday Eve. Hello, Edie. Always a pleasure to have you in my sprints. Thank you so much. I actually have a tattoo consult tomorrow again with my artist. So I wanted to discuss like the rest of my portfolio, give him my images and stuff. So that we can just like each time I come in, we can just do a chunk and I have most of the rest of them planned out of what I want to do. So get his input and have him start stenciling some stuff up so I can get some more tattoos, get them healed up so I can just enjoy them. So that's the plan. Did I say early birthday on Sunday? You probably did. I'm absolutely sure you did. Yeah. So I'm going to set up the kitty. We're not going to sprints right away, but I'm just going to set up the kitty to have her ready. We'll do 45. Yeah. So let me know what you guys are getting up to. Yeah, so let me know what you guys have planned. Is it hot where you are? Because like I said, it's stinking hot here. So hi, Cassie. Can you explain more about your sprints? So basically this is like productivity kind of time. So what we do is we chat for a little while and then I'm new. I know you're new. I know Cassie personally. So yeah, so what we do is we chat for a little while in the comments and just, shoot the shit for a bit. And then I set up a timer. So there's a little kitty that will come up on the screen and we'll do a countdown for productivity. So whether you want to read, cook, clean, I'm going to be working on the bookshelves. So we'll do like 45 minutes. And then so everybody's productive during that time. And then we come back, chat a little bit more, and then we'll go to another sprint. So usually I do like 3 rounds. And then people can hop in and out. Like it's pretty laid back. So we usually do sprints Sunday mornings. I have my early bird crew at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. And then like I said, I'm home alone. I'm working on the library. So I decided to do some impromptu sprints this week and get everybody together and hang out. Hi, James. Thank you so much for popping in. I think is this the first time you've ever come on one of my sprints? James has been a long time follower, so really super happy you're here. 89 Fahrenheit here. Be reading on my Yuletide in July read. Oh, that sounds like fun. I also really loved the idea of your summer spooks kind of thing that you were talking about in a couple of videos. That's perfect. And I think like next summer I might like to do a summer spooks of my own and just like do like haunted house reads and stuff. I think that would be a lot of fun. Good way to get good productivity. Yes, we do like to do sprints around here on BookTube. So sometimes we do like productivity sprints, and sometimes people do like self-care sprints. So like during your sprint, like you could color or read an audiobook, get a bath, whatever. And so that works too. But this specifically is going to be productivity. So I'm so happy you're here, James. Hi, I'm reading Good Half Gone by Taryn Fisher. That's a new one to me. So let me know how you're liking it. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Just popping in, I'll be reading Duma Key. Oh, nice, by Stephen King, and Love Your Skeleton. Thank you. I have a big thing for skeleton hands, and I was wondering what I was going to get done for because I knew I wanted like a cemetery sleeve, and I wasn't sure what to get done with my hand, and I started seeing skeleton hand tattoos, and I just fell in love with them. So the haunted house reads would be perfect for summer spooks. I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's just because like gearing up for spooky season and stuff. Like I just get all the feels for reading haunted house books and ghosty books, Mary Downing Hahn, that sort of thing. So yeah. Hey, Matthew. Just sitting down to read. Perfect time for sprints. Yay! So I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing these tonight. It was an extremely busy day at work today, and I had some unexpected stuff kind of happening. So usually if I get a little bit too overwhelmed, then I'm not really in the headspace for doing this. But I'm so glad that everybody hopped on, like even though I decided to do them like super, super last minute. So yeah, that's it. So another couple minutes, we'll see who's hopping in, and then I'm going to start the kitty. So I'm just going to cue her up here. So we probably will do sprints again tomorrow. I'm just going to remove her. We're probably going to do sprints again tomorrow as well. Not sure what time. Should I keep them in the evening? Should I do evening sprints? Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure most everybody is probably working during the day tomorrow, so I can definitely queue up some evening sprints. After my tattoo consultation is like 4:30 Mountain Time, so after that, then I can queue this up and we can go for a whole Friday night, which I think would be a lot of fun. Deliver me from the doom scrolling. Happy to sit and read with friends. Absolutely. I was doom scrolling before I got on here, so I think this is going to be beneficial to all of us. I'm not going to lie. This is usually the time of day that works for sprints. That's perfect, and the fact that everybody hopped on like so quickly, that's amazing. So I'm super, super excited to get some productivity done with you guys. You can see I still have my ghosty collection up here from the video that I did on Sunday. I have to remove these, and then there's serious work being done on the shelves. So yeah. So I'm going to start up the kitty. We're going to go for 45 minutes. It is like a week work night. So let's hop right into sprints. I want you guys to get your reading done. I'm going to be working on this. I'm not sure if I'm going to listen to some music or maybe put on an audiobook. I'll let you guys know because my brain is a little bit scrambled right now. So I'll let you guys know what I get up to. I just seen you were alive and wanted to say hello. I must run. Bye, James. Thank you so much for stopping in. Love you as always. All right, we're going to start up the kitty, and I'll see you guys in 45. Have a good sprint. Hey guys, as you guys may get, wow, that is a really black background. Holy, it's so funny because like my shelves obviously are never fully cleared out, so it's like really weird seeing just plain black shelves. Like I even removed all the risers, which I haven't removed all the risers in a really long time. Um, if you don't know, I get a lot of questions. People ask how like I double up on my books to maximize shelf space, and I do use 2x4s. So I just cut sections and put little feet kind of on them, and then they work perfectly in the Billy bookshelves. So my shelves are the Billy bookshelves from IKEA. And okay, let's just talk about this for a second because I desperately need another shelf. And I went on IKEA.com the other day, and they used to be like $70 each. Another like $100. Like, what the heck is going on? Holy! But I desperately do need a new shelf. So, hello, getting back from work. So happy to find these sprints. I'm reading it. Oh, so we have lots of Stephen King tonight because somebody else is reading King, Do McKee. So that's awesome. Is this your first time reading it? Let me know. I'm hoping to get to it this summer. We'll see how it goes. I haven't read it before, so I'm kind of excited. Oh, Jackie's got her King too, 11/22/63. Jackie, I know you've been working on that one for a bit. How's it going? Are you liking it? Let me know how you're doing and how far along you are. I know it's a chunky one, as usually King is. Yes. Hey, I'm late, but I'm here helping a kid with driver's ed homework. Oh, that's exciting. You've got a kid getting ready to get their driver's license. I'm always late to sprints. Hey, Amanda, I was drinking wine and eating pizza. Well, that sounds like a pretty good Thursday night to me. I'm not going to lie. Currently reading a middle grade book called Witch's Fire by Beverly Butler, 1993. Well, that sounds right up my alley. So you guys know, and I mean, I know Amanda knows that sounds right up my alley. That is not one I have in my collection. Loving it so far, only 50 pages in. Middle grade, it's just so adventurous, and it's just so heartwarming and everything. I love my middle grade and YA reads. It just takes a load off my mind. I like reading adult stuff too, but I find it's not as imaginative, so I love my middle grade stuff. That is a fantastic reason to be about charted to sprints, and I'm jelly. Yes, absolutely. It sounds like a fantastic Thursday night. I finished the allotted pages and got ready for bed. Well, good for you. Most excellent. I love it, except that one scene. And that's that scene, that sewer scene. I mentioned it in my summer reads video. It's one of the things I think that's causing that block that's keeping me from reading it. But I'm hoping, since I know it's coming, that I can just kind of block it out a little bit. So let me know how you're getting through that. Reading a thriller called The Only Survivors. Read a couple of chapters. Well, let us know how that goes. I'm sure probably see you on Sunday again, Matt. So how are you guys liking the Thursday night? I'm actually really surprised that there's so many people that jumped on like really super quickly. I still to this day really struggle with this whole influencer thing. Like, I'm like, nobody's going to follow me, nobody's going to like me. And especially with like live shows and sprints and stuff like that, I'm like, nobody's going to show up. I don't even know why I do this. And here you all are. So it's fantastic. I'm really loving it. Currently on page 479 of 840. God, it's a chunky book. I've got it on my shelf too in my King collection, so I might try to get to it at some point. I'm really struggling with my reading this year. A lot of you guys know I'm way behind. Trying to give myself a little bit of grace, and just, even during sprints and stuff, like I usually listen to this really soft Celtic music to try to calm my brain down a little bit. Reading the Matthew Perry autobiography. How is that? It's got to be interesting because I know he led like quite the life, and it's kind of weird. Actually, we had another celebrity death today. It's kind of weird to know that he's no longer here. And of course, Shelley Duvall, I don't know why her name escaped me there for a second, but Shelley Duvall died today, which is super sad. She also had a really hard time during her career. It's a short scene and not graphic. Well, that's good. It's just icky, yeah. So I wasn't aware actually of how sort of deep and graphic it sort of got. So thanks for letting me know that because I wasn't overly sure. Sorry if you can hear my air conditioning in the background. It's freaking hot here. So the air conditioner has just been kicking in constantly. It's late here. Yes, it is, but I'm laying on my bed reading as usual this time. Sounds fantastic to me. I will be doing that in a couple of hours for sure. You're so lovable. Thank you, Em. Em is just one of my absolute favorite people in the entire world, and she's a confidant for me for sure. Always down for evening sprints. That's really good to know because, probably not every week, but I definitely would like to do some of these evening sprints. Thursdays is kind of a good day because it's like, Friday is the last day of work, at least for me, before the weekend. And, you know, I've really got to try to not be working in the evenings, which I'm really, really super, super, super guilty of. I work just about every single evening for an hour or two, and I'm trying to break out of that. So maybe sprints and getting on here with you guys will help me. Shelley Duvall. Oh, just watched Doctor Sleep over the weekend and The Shining last week, and just to know how hard she had it, especially with The Shining and dealing with Stanley Kubrick and stuff like that, it's just crazy. And she's actually the same age as my dad. She was born in 1949 and my dad was born in 1949, so it's kind of crazy we just lost her. Yeah, I know. Cassie knows all too well. Stop working at night. I have a select few people that are always telling me to basically put down the work and pick up a book. So maybe these sprints will help me out a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to continue. Okay, so shelves are cleared off. Risers, I actually had to vacuum because when I was taking off the risers, there was like little pieces of wood that was getting into the carpet and I'm barefoot and I'm like, I'm going to end up with a splinter. So I did some vacuuming and I'm working on the Sweet Valley collection. So, which has actually gotten quite huge, especially after my last book haul. If you guys saw my last book haul, it's getting actually kind of ridiculous and I have to move the collection like to a different shelf because it's just taking up so much space, which is fantastic. I'm not upset about it, but it is a big collection. So I'm going to take some pictures and do some video and stuff for TikTok and get a step stool and get these up on the shelf. So that's what I'm going to be working on during sprints. So you guys let me know what you're doing. I got some more water. I ended up with another foot cramp in the last sprint. I told you guys, some of you guys that were here earlier, that I had like my ankle cramp up before I came on. So I got lots of water, but I also have candy. I have gummy worms and I have sour cherries. And since Matthew has been gone, I have not been eating properly. It's basically been like snacks and iced coffee. So that's not good. I promised to eat something green over the weekend. Oh, Garlic and the Vampire is so good. I love that book. Oh, I cried. I cried reading this book. If you guys are looking for like a really soft and fuzzy time, Garlic and the Vampire and Garlic and the Witch are they're kind of like graphic novels, like they're kids graphic novels, and they're so cute. I read them last Halloween. They're just adorable. I just started Garlic and the Vampire too. Yeah. I think it was Nakia from Nakia's Hideaway. I got the idea from her and I went to my library and got them. And they're just, I might actually buy them for my collection because they're just so heartwarming. And even though I'm not really into graphic novels a whole lot, they're so special. I ate them up and Matt was wondering what was going on because I was crying reading this kid's book. I think for this sprint, I'll try to plan books for, readathon called The Hardest Reading Challenge You'll Ever Do. Well, okay. Hosted by Quarty. This is the first one I've heard, first time I've heard of that one. So it's the hardest reading challenge. Hey, that's crazy. So I love planning out like, when I'm participating in readathons and stuff like Old School April, there's a Halloween one coming up that a bunch of us are doing. I love doing stuff like that. So that's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to queue up the kitty. We're going to go for another 45. I know, especially out east, it's getting super, super late. So if you guys aren't going to be around for the next chat, I hope you have a great night. And yeah, you can, anybody is welcome anytime. You can hop in and out. But it's getting a little bit late out east. So if you guys are hopping off, have a great night. This one is a year long one. Wow. That's insane. Holy. Okay, I'm queuing up the kitty and we're going to the next sprint and I'll see you guys on the other side. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh, there's so much junk all over the place down here. It's way past my bedtime, but that's okay. I haven't been sleeping well with Matthew gone, so may as well stay up and hang out with you guys and work on the library, right? Sorry, had a call, miss the chat. That's okay. I think Jackie's off to bed. She's out on the East Coast, so past her bedtime. I'm sure we'll see her on Sunday. And just so you guys know, if you weren't in Sunday's chat, I did record with the Jersey Ghouls podcast last Sunday, and that episode will be out on July 21st. And we're going to be talking about Studio 666, which is an indie horror movie that was written and produced by the Foo Fighters, and it stars the Foo Fighters. It's one of the best movies I think I've seen all year. It's so good. It's over the top, like stylized gore, and super funny. It's like a horror comedy. So if you love music and horror, I would highly recommend it. So keep your ears open and your eyes open for when I post about the Jersey Ghouls podcast that I was on, and of course go over and follow them anyway because they're amazing. Snazzy Moose, night meds are kicking in. So it's funny because I have to go take my night meds. So when we're done our chat here, I'm going to go take mine and I'm going to start going downhill pretty quickly afterwards. So last sprint, just so you guys know, will be 30 minutes instead of the 45. And we'll be hopping in there pretty quickly. So I'm still working on the Sweet Valley collection. I did like a flat lay and did some video and photos and stuff, which I wanted to do. And one thing that I'm doing that desperately needed to be done is I'm making sure they're all in my bookshelf app, which I think I might have missed some of them. So I'm making sure they're all in there, but it also has a notes section in there. So I'm just cataloging if any are in poor condition or they have writing or tears or anything like that, so that if I do find other copies, I know which ones that I have to replace. So I'm kind of taking my time with all of this library reorganization. I have to say, like, I'm not just cleaning and throwing them back up like I usually do. I'm really taking my time with these ones. So I got through like the first, 12 books or something on that sprint. So I'm going to continue with that. I have to say my Sweet Valley collection is actually in really good condition. I really lucked out with a couple of sellers that were selling like in my community and through the thrift stores and stuff like that. I really lucked out. So my Sweet Valley collection is actually quite good. My Fear Street collection is going to need some work with like getting replacements and stuff, but Fear Street is so hard to find out in the wild. I usually have to get them on Etsy or eBay or whatever. And then of course you don't really know what you're getting. You could get some that are ripped or torn or writing on the inside or whatever. So I'll keep an eye out for replacements for my Fear Street. But I mean, I'm just happy to have any copies, honestly, because of course after the resurgence of like collecting vintage stuff and nostalgia and all of that sort of thing, and then, of course, the Netflix movies that came out, the Fear Street books are not cheap. Oh, and I have been finding a couple in my Sweet Valley collection had like stickers still on them. So I think I must have gotten tired of destickering the books at some point and just threw it on the shelf. So I'm picking all of these out because I will have some destickering to do, which is like my least favorite hobby. Like, why can't they just like put up a sign and just say like the books in this section are $1.99, you know? Little rant. Yeah, stickers, right? You know, I don't have any thumbnails left because I'm just constantly peeling stickers and getting high off of Goo Gone. I gotta say that Goo Gone stuff, use it in a well-ventilated area and like keep it capped because like I've gotten pretty high off that stuff. It's awful, and I end up with a headache at the end of the night. Yeah, I did that. Like, I don't get it. Or like at least use some like low tack stuff. Like, this is like full on permanent sticker and it drives me insane. It really does. So I don't know. There's got to be a better method. I do actually have some books over there that have to be brought to the thrift store. So I might do that this weekend too, because it's really messy down here. There's just crap all over the place. And another thing I wanted to do was getting all of the Halloween bins out, going through, because of course Halloween hunting has started. So I want to go through my stuff and kind of see what I need, or want, for lack of a better term. I mean, I don't need Halloween decorations. So I want to do that too, because usually around mine and Matt's anniversary, which is July 20th, is when, like, in Canada, like, stuff starts coming out. Michael's does have their stuff out, or some of the selections out. I did pick up a couple of things there the other day, so it's exciting. So I want to do that too. Also, my parents are going to be storing some stuff here as well. So yeah. Actually, looked on Pango. I correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we have Pango here in Canada. I don't think it's a thing here yet. So correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's changed, but I know I was looking at that Pango once before, I think, and it wasn't here. So if anybody knows, or if there's any Canadians, Matt, if you're still on, let me know. If Pango is a thing here, I've got to look into it. Hopefully it is, but the last time I checked, it wasn't. So, okay. How are we doing? It's 8:45. What are you guys getting up to on the last sprint? Like I said, I'm going to continue working on the Sweet Valley collection. So I think the shelves are actually going to be fairly bare for a while, because I'm just taking my time and going through everything, reorganizing the way that I want to. I was going to ask you guys, so for some of my Sweet Valley books, I did end up with a couple of duplicates, like not many. I think I have 3 duplicates, so not bad. So would you rather, if you're into book collecting, would you rather have a first edition that's a little less perfect, or would you like to have a nice, crisp, tight third printing? Because I do have 2 Sweet Valley books. One of them is a first edition, but there's writing on the inner cover, and the other one is in, like, it was one of those ones that I found that was perfect there last week or the week before or whatever it was. So it's a third printing, but it's in much better condition. So let me know what you guys would do. Yeah, no Pango. No Pango in Canada. Maybe someday. Hoping for no distractions this go both times. Yeah, and it's always something comes up, right? I get that too, even like with hosting. Bummer. Yeah, I know the Pango thing. I keep hearing about it, like from other booktubers and stuff. They find the most amazing things on there. We do have garage sale here though. It's really big in my area, and I keep an eye on that because people typically have things for like dirt cheap. And I've gotten some pretty good scores, especially with like my ghosty books. I've gotten some pretty good scores on there. Like some of my ghosty books were like 50 cents. Some of them were free. I've gotten like copies of The Exorcist for free. Like it's actually pretty cool. So I mean, we don't have Pango, but we do have garage sale, and I just go around in my community, and it's pretty cool because, like, most of us, we have a bin that we put out on our front doorstep, and you just pick up whatever you want and leave money in the bin. So we do it that way. Tough decision. Yeah, I know. So I think what I did, because I would rather have books that are like the other copy, the third printing was like virtually brand new. It looked brand new. It was tight. There was like, you couldn't even bend the front cover all the way back. And the first printing was not as nice, and there was writing in it, like I said. So I went with the third printing, because I like my books to be pretty. Tough call. I struggle with that to say, yeah, go with the better condition, and that's what I did. Okay. Hello, good to see ya. Okay, so we're going to be hopping into the last sprint pretty quickly here. Oh, another thing. So I pulled these books down. If you guys saw my part 2 of my Ghosty Shelf tour, I realized I had a dupe that I didn't even know I had. Where are you? I didn't put it on the camera. Jeez. So I didn't realize that these 2 were the same book, and like this one, oh my god, this one has a number 6 up here. Everything is backwards. Oh my God. Filming is not easy. Um, and this one does not. They are the same book. This one is the first printing. This one is a later printing. So I am going to keep the first printing and I'm going to resell or give away or whatever for the other one. I am gearing up to do my boo boxes here pretty soon to go out during Halloween season. I mean, it's not cheap to do these things, so I try to pick up like little bits and pieces throughout, from now and until October, and then send out my boo boxes. I think I sent out 11 last year internationally, and then cards and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm gearing up for that too. Go for the better condition. Okay, I think I've made the right decision. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Night, Matthew. I guess we'll see you Sunday, hopefully. Have a good night. Okay, I'm going to jump into the last sprint because I need to go take my nighttime medication too. And usually, like within 30, 45 minutes, like I'm bombed. Like, I'm not even going to be coherent anymore. So we're going to do 30 minutes on this last sprint. I'm just going to get the kitty reset here. And let me know, you guys, if I'm just blown away by how many people showed up to sprints tonight. Let me know if like Thursday nights work for you guys, and like I can do 30 30 30 or 40 40 30 or whatever instead of 45 45 30, which is what I usually do on Sundays. So it's a little bit longer. I mean, we could have shorter sprints, we can have longer conversations. Let me know what you guys want to do. If Thursday nights work, it's definitely something I want to put into the regular rotation. But for now, I'm going to pull up the kitty. We're going to get her started going for 30 minutes. People are bombing out. So if you don't make the last chat, have a great night. And I hope to see you guys on Sunday. And for the rest of us, we will talk in 30 minutes. Have a good sprint, guys. How you guys doing? It's getting really late and I'm super old. Yeah, so I went ahead and I took my nighttime medication. Just continued to work on the Sweet Valley collection, getting everything cataloged and started putting it up on a new shelf way up top because I need like an entire section now for Sweet Valley. Um, she's getting big. So I think I'm going to continue with the romance ones and get all of those catalogs and everything and back up on the shelves. So just kind of taking my time. So even for the next few videos, it might be like empty shelves, which is totally fine. So let me know how you guys did. Looks like Cassie went on to bed and I'm going to be not far behind her. I think we're going to wrap up here pretty soon. I'm going to go wash my face. And I actually did start reading that Haunted book that I showed in my last bookshelf tour. If you guys saw that, there was like a big chunky kind of book and it had like kind of like a holographic haunted house on the front. And it's like a nonfiction kind of like heavily illustrated sort of book. So I've just been kind of making my way through that. I'm trying to get my reading back on track here. So I'm going to go read a little bit of that, I think. I was just listening to some Celtic music while I was working on the shelves, try to get my brain to shut down a little bit. My ADHD has been totally out of control lately. So just trying to keep everything, on an even keel. So try to get some relaxation time when I can. So it looks like ED finished his book, which is great. I actually saw, I don't know if we talked about this the other day, you had talked about House of Shadows by Darcy Coates on one of your most recent videos, and I was so happy that you liked it. So I hope you like the second part just as much because I really enjoyed the second part too. She did a really, really good job on that one. Currently reading Camp Damascus. That's a new one to me. I don't think I've heard of that one before. You guys, like these cramps and everything that I've been getting in my feet all night. Well, yeah, I was in like really high heels all day, so it was my own fault. I'm too old to be wearing high heels, and I was doing a lot of walking around the office today, so I guess that's probably my own fault. And I've been living on iced coffee, like I said before, not drinking enough water. So I guess this is the fallout from it. Maybe I'll go eat a banana before bed too. Get some potassium in there. Yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. I love the story arc. I love the character of Sophie and how she grew throughout that book. I thought she was fantastic. Yes, I definitely will make sure to let you know how haunted it is. And I'm not gonna lie, spirits are restless in the house since Matthew left. Um, I haven't been alone here, and so that's been kind of interesting. I mean, I'm kind of stressed too, I guess, with him gone. So maybe a little bit of poltergeist energy going on. I'm getting ready for bed. Cozy in bed, reading my book. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too, you guys. I'm starting to fade pretty good here. So I'm gonna be doing more sprints throughout the weekend, probably do another one tomorrow night if you guys are up for it. I'm not much of one for going out or anything. So if you guys are up for sprints tomorrow, Friday, I will definitely schedule them in tonight so you guys know what time they are. And yeah, I just have my tattoo consultation at 4:30, so we'll probably do them tomorrow evening as well. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and new videos and more sprints, like I said, and everything are coming this weekend. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. It was super last minute, and I really, really enjoyed this. I really needed this. So thank you so much, guys. Bye.